Faze on the attack, posted up towards A, on the pistol here, and you already see Sentinels take some of that space away. Look at how far up Tens has gotten across the middle of the map. A bit more timid early on from Faze as they start to push forward. Now they've gotten to the bracket spot, and this is normally where things get hot. Zoms, however, stuffs it. He's already got 3. The paranoia is there as well. A great response.
Jesus, this guy got 3 with 1 clip, I think.
As soon as they started,
I literally think he got 3 kills with 1 clip. Oh my god.
What the
I'm unsure though. Could have been 2.
To start it off, Sentinels
I don't know.
already
They were
had
all
3
pretty
to
close.
the
They wouldn't have let him
possession,
reload
to
more
the
than
site.
likely.
Drone up mid,
How's that even-
coming up
what?
with Tens immediately. Tens,
Didn't even
like I
see
said,
really
loves
any of it.
pushing
They
out.
just they rushed him
He was
pipes, and
almost
he was
around
pipes
A,
with a right here.
coming around the flank, you can see
1.
the
Oh, he
minimap
reloaded.
as
Okay,
the
he
spike was
reloaded.
going down.
2,
And
3.
you
Okay.
had Sick
how
over
am I
there
falling
on the
so far
Sage,
now
or
I'm
not
the
Sick,
guy that's
sorry.
behind.
We had the Sage over there on B, getting prepared to slow anything and just back off for utility if they were getting pushed. So great first round. You know, those can decide a lot in Valorant with it being that 12.
Are they just gonna go A? Just dude, if they go A every round, just like the last match, I'm gonna be severely disappointed in Faze.
Repeat, you see both Sentinels and Faze are playing a very similar look. They're gonna full send A, and again, it's Zoms who's there to get 1, and he gets a second. I mean,
5 kills in
it's
2
like we're
rounds.
watching the same round rip.
Yeah, without a push this time, a little more respect.
The
on
boy
what could be
literally
happening
has
around
his
the
ult
map, but
already,
look at
Mike.
how the transition
Who?
here comes over now for Dallas.
Zoms has his ult? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
has his ult
He
already.
makes sure nobody can rotate out.
It's hard to
The
use
first
it,
comes
though.
through. Sick, here's the reload.
Yeah, it's not the
3K
best ult to have
for
early,
him.
but
And as it should be.
I
so
mean,
good. Gets
what I
clean
would do
up
is I would
for
just
Shazam
deady A.
squad on Sentinels.
Literally
This is a big
every
lead,
round.
though. Let's
Don't
see
leave.
what Faze will
And then
have
just alt
coming out with the
fast
Vandals
rotate
and
or
Phantoms
fast
this
flank
time.
or something.
4,900 there for Shazam. Looks like he will be able to purchase the operator as they go through the money roll. And we'll see where he decides to start working this first. Looks like it will possibly be a high A pick from Nest, and then he'll move over mid or just kind of back up to the catwalk behind him.
And Riv, he's gonna get a chance at
Going A
making that
again.
bad boy sing right off the bat. You see Faze
Absolutely.
once again going to A. They're gonna smoke out the middle. Shot already out for 1, drops down, not connecting on the first shot, but repositioning for the second. And if you're Faze here, understand where there's an operator on the other
There's Mark's
side,
head.
man. That peak shot's just so good with it.
He went to peek again, but seeing Spike was down, that's a lot of pressure. They're going
my
to back
God.
up. And now Spike having to be recovered. Tens wants to work off of this. Easy dismiss
That was a
for
huge
him.
dismiss.
Looks like they're feeling pretty good again, Doug.
And he gets the pick too, right? And that's what we were talking about earlier, where Ten's just kind
Oh
of
god.
takes over, right? And it's so difficult to deal with something like that. But now we see here, Faze, they're down 1, but they still have some options. They still have a little more than 50 seconds on the clock. But
Oh,
will
he
they
saw him.
continue to
He
push
saw
them?
him.
There's an operator here.
Oh my
From Shazam,
god.
there he is. Info grabbed. Great swing by Zoms at the same time. He's going to continue to push the
little
matter intentions at the
pinchy-poo?
same time. A bracket.
That was pretty good.
As members of FaZe continue to drop rockets left alone.
I'm gonna be
There's 1
severely
before-
disappointed if Faze just goes A every single round like last time,
Felt
man.
the wind on that hop shot as it came through the wall, hit with a little debris there. Sick grabs 1 on the Phantom, taking down
See,
Raucus, and
hold on.
it seems
It's
like
only the third round.
I know it's only the third
way
round,
that
but like,
FaZe has played on Icebox is towards the angles of A. They feel like those work towards them. They hold them a little better. They get the model, if you will, where you're farther away. And their peaks are confident, but Sentinel seems to be able to close it down. It doesn't matter if FaZe is droning in right now. And FaZe has been hitting these sites fast, it seems. They have no Sentinel to stay back and make sure that there is no flank, no Cypher, no Killjoy. So a lot of these are all done by where the team is. Now we'll get FaZe
Pens.
split out
Oh
for round
my
4
God.
here. Sheriffs around as they try to get some laser shots. Pens is going to start off on Zach,
He
though.
killed him just as the smoke
Yeah,
popped.
there are a couple of sheriffs.
It just
Four
bloomed,
sheriffs
and he killed him
maybe
right
on the
before.
side of FaZe,
Shot.
but Riv, when you're in a
that
situation
3.
like this, yeah, just
Oh.
continuing to drop.
Wait,
When you're in a
behind
situation
him.
like this,
Oh my
where you're
god.
not-
Wow,
Man, Dapper just took so much.
that's a bummer.
How much impact?
Yeah,
does
that
would've been a
something
huge
like
kill
this
if he
have
got him on the
first
side
half,
there,
where
but-
you win the pistol, you win the following round, and then you win the bonus as well.
I mean, a lot of times
We
this
think he'd
offensive
go next or
round's
what?
coming in for defense.
Not over yet.
And
It ain't over till it's over.
It's Icebox can be a
How's your
very
back
swing
recently heard
momentum
you were
match,
having
right?
issues
If you're able
toting
to get
around
in
the
A and
fat
instantly
cock?
choke out
Love
the
you,
other
Shroud
team,
recently
you
got your
basically
large
own that.
tech
It's as
gear,
hard as it is
absolutely
to
love the most.
post-plant retake as it is taking it. But Sentinels aren't letting that happen. They're coming up huge.
Thank
so
you
to
for
set
the
this
donation.
buffer up right now allows them to be much more free on the second half. Also, the operator in Shazam's hands just seems to have them at such a comfortable level. They're not having to over-rotate. They can comfortably push, find what space they can take that gives them the intel, and back up, or just adding the pressure by being there.
All right, now keep an eye on Corey here. He's got a rifle and he's got a showstopper. We know how fast
Ropey
they
boy,
like to play,
crossing.
but speaking of playing fast, Shazam pushing all the way up. Already a very aggressive spot
Oh
with
my
the
god, he's
operator.
so aggressive.
He wants it so bad. He wants
Aaron,
this
that
initial
drone wanted to
pick.
Back off a bit. Gets the team to shoot that out for him. Oh, he's in a tricky
Time to fall
spot.
off,
This is going to be a
honestly.
hit and run for him. If
He's
he
got to
tries
really
get
look
there.
for this pick, though.
Easily
Doesn't seem like
taken
they're
out if they
giving it
start
to him.
Rush you, and we're seeing FaZe with a bit of hesitation now.
Oh.
Not as quick as they usually are. Maybe grabbing that util, rightfully so, and then waiting for Corey to be able to get that showstopper once they can identify what they're working with. That dart hitting the ceiling.
I like this from FaZe. Riv, and this is where we see the IQ behind the sneak cut noise. Right? Like, just totally go dead silent, make them think twice about where you might be playing, and
What?
then you go.
Oh,
Corey launches it
Corey.
out, doesn't get one. The pressure has to continue, right? They have to continue to move forward. And Zoms again, Riv just continues to hold them back. He's unfazed by what's being thrown his way. Dapper's getting in on it as well.
Oh man, they're just getting smacked around.
To pile in favor of
come on.
Sentinels as it's a
Listen, I just want to
firing
point
squad
out
on
that
the
they had
site.
nobody B
Sentinels
that
continue
whole
to tick.
round from Sentinels.
Sentinels
Nobody was
had
defending B.
FaZe's number there.
Not one.
We saw that Zoms was posted up, got Marved as Marv. You could see Marv trying to throw the wall out at the moment so they could get a plant down in that corner of the site that leaves open. But he gets shot in the face. Zom stays there. The rest of the team starts flooding in. Zom shoots someone else in the face. He's so
Who the
good
hell
at
is
grabbing
that?
those multiple
Who's that
kills from
boy?
the same position. It's
Little
the
samurai?
timing he puts in between his peaks
Lore.
would make
Sammy
anyone
boy?
think I have to check a different spot. This guy's
You're gonna be
moved.
now.
And then Zoms takes over the spot again. Now Zoms Nation's gonna be happy
That
about these
wall,
rounds coming in here.
that's
Just the
annoying.
protection of the A site. But here we go, Doug. They're gonna switch it up towards B.
Oh god, Dapper, you're
I mean, it's just
sticking around.
Dude,
way
if Dapper
too
just
long.
held that, he would have owned. He was panicking hard.
Yeah, but
He could have got two. Just if he, I was expecting him to break it with them, to just totally destroy them through a spray. But he just panicked.
I don't know. Sig dipped. I think he should have
Corey
dipped
also
too.
has a rifle dropped off from Dapper after losing.
Sig was outro. There's a little bit of miscommunication there. It seemed like.
But FaZe is certainly better off than they were just a few seconds ago.
Baby Bay being a rat right now, but yeah, they have to change it up, right? The lurk has been coming in from Sentinel, so it's good for Baby Bay to look for that precedent now. He may be able to find something off the mid rotation here, and it could be seeing Zoms in just a moment. The beat it's going to take in. Corey goes high there, and not many people could help him out with the amount of smokes coming in, so a little disjointed as tens. Picks up the first one.
And then keep an eye on Baby Bay. We mentioned him earlier, starting to work across the middle of the map. Zoms might be the first to get contact. That's a big kill. Bladestorm offline.
And now they go back.
That's back.
That's
Down
hilarious.
to a 3v3. The spike has not made its way onto the
Very
site. The wall
undecided.
was up. They made an attempt, but that's about as far as they got. Now with 20 seconds left, you don't really have time to flip things, so you've got to commit. And Shaw can just tee off on him there. Tense gets one as well. Rocket's left alone. He doesn't have the spike. He has 100 Fury, but he's running out of time as well.
Oh.
Marcus, he's the one to be able to do it. Not enough time to plant. Oh, they hit on him. He still gets the 300. And it looks like that's what he's going to focus
Shaz
on.
playing the time. Very smart. Very
So
smart.
it looks bad for FaZe.
Give him a chance.
So it's definitely a scoreline you start to worry about, but it's also a chance for the map to turn around. Let's look at what FaZe can do. Ult's coming up here from the shadows. You have a res. Corey and Baby Bay.
Gun round? Let's go A.
With theirs going down without much return. But you
I'm
also
curious
Yeah,
have
it looks
if-
like it
yeah.
already.
So if you
We'll
can get
see,
to that
we'll see. At
position
least they
you
have
just
somebody
had
leaning towards the
and
B
do
side
it,
here,
you know,
but
in the FaZe way, because again, Dapper is slowing at B, or he's somehow at A, slowing there as well. You have all of that post plant possible, and we know FaZe can set up quite quick. They just have not been getting to post plant though.
Aggro again.
They're all
Shazam
upper?
as he takes space away with
Interesting.
the operator. I think another thing quickly to note,
Gets a pick.
Baby Bay has publicly said
What the-
they moved away from using the operator on attack. He's bringing it
Shoots his
into
ankles
this
off.
round. They've already lost Zachary.
Let's go.
Oh man, they're just
First
getting
advantage
picked
favor
apart
Sentinels, and it just continues to
with
get
no
worse.
entry
I mean,
into the round.
Riv just like a methodical dissecting Baby Bay with that op trade.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks like Sentinels did their
has his
homework and
operator
FaZe has done nothing.
in the back of A
No
as he
offense.
trades with Baby Bay there. The shot goes off and they're trying to find him with the Hunter.
It's like the
Fury.
same exact way they were playing last time.
Ruckus opens up.
Marv is making an interesting play though with the spike.
bomb, dude.
What in the world?
On this round, and Marv could be the play here.
This is so weird. He doesn't know what to do.
That's all noise, Riv. The Hunter's Fury, the jiggle peek onto Shazam.
What
make him
in
think
the
it's there.
world?
That's where they think the hit is. Look at how they're posted up on A. Right?
This is a weird. Okay, this is a weird
respect what
round.
they've seen.
You just gotta
That's
go
why they
beat.
think
I have
it's
never
awesome.
seen something like
Yeah,
this
you're
before.
right.
They got to be happy with what they have right now, the
30
space they've
seconds
taken.
left.
And yeah, you just gotta go B. There's literally no option. But he
You
doesn't know
already
that
see the
where
remaining
anybody
members of
could
FaZe
be.
pull off. They're gonna rotate to B. Marv is already there. He should be able to get
Oh
the
my
spike
god, he's got to
down.
clear everything.
The
Is
thing
he just gonna
for
plant?
Whoa.
He's just gonna plant, isn't he?
is they have 3 ults.
Oh, they can
right?
watch
They
from
have
mid,
full
but-
rifles, and they should be able to approach this together. There's the first one.
This is a very
Honestly.
interesting round. The plants, they're gonna play
Not gonna
from
tag anything up.
mid/orange, I guess.
Right here.
Yeah, they're playing in market.
FaZe
too.
should be able to win this. They're gonna catch him
Shazam
so
now
off guard
goes
here.
2 and 2.
Oh boy.
Into the kitchen goes 2. That's a good trade going for FaZe's side here. It's
Ooh,
going to be the
ooh, ooh.
2v2 though, as they have post plant. The spike is down, so that's what
Maybe
Sentinels
not,
have to
maybe
worry
not.
about as well. 10's able to
This
find
is hard,
Ruckus in the
'cause
open. Now the
Then had man
2v1.
advantage.
Marv left alone.
Yeah.
The spike
Oh,
continues to tick away, but
Yeah, the
10
man
again
advantage is
goes
rough for
huge.
sure,
And
but I thought
look,
just
Riv,
like
that looked dicey for a
just the
moment,
way
right?
they
You
were
see
kind of
Baby
playing
Bay
that,
with a couple
it
of
would have
picks,
just
making
been
things look
confusing to
interesting.
clear.
But again, Sentinels
I was
just
actually
continue
hoping
to
they were gonna play
answer
for
the call.
mid,
They had the
not
numbers
kitchen,
advantage. They
but-
retake the site beautifully. Very well played.
Because if they had one bottom
Sentinels
two,
being able to pick up those frags from a decent distance before even having to commit to the site.
like
there.
think
FaZe
if
getting a little antsy in the
Marv
situation.
was
As he
bottom
rounds
2.
him up, you can see Ruckus trying to move his position.
be so
to
nice.
Just timing on
Because
that
they had
one,
2
and
kitchen,
I
1
think
2.
Obviously, Ruckus
Stay on
falls,
site.
goes
Unlucky.
down. Marv is kind of like, well,
Him just
we
being
were
on
playing
site
off
kind
a
of wasted
contact situation,
wasted
so
the
Marv is
spot
also
in a way. But it's hard to
unfortunate
know
there,
that. That is such
how
an
Sentinels
unorthodox
came
situation to be in.
FaZe
Like
does not
that was
seem to be able
weird.
to
Everything was
gain
weird about that round.
right now. They are going to
You're
be
probably
back
not in
on
those
the 5
situations
here.
often.
And we'll see what they can do. Baby Bay looks to be focusing in orb. You can see the classic in his hands, and they'll be grabbing that ultimate for him.
But again, I think the question will be, with that in the hands of Baby Bay, what can he do with it?
Oh my god, they're stacking B too.
Hopefully a lot.
They already know.
Yeah, they have to start making an impact here. Like I said, they're undefeated coming into this.
They have
and
the
Icebox is
pre-wall
one
up
of the
as
maps they can
well.
feel comfortable on and close the gaps, make
This
it hurt
is
for
not
the
going to
other
be
team.
good for
Get a
FaZe.
padding of rounds. Here they're working against that. We haven't seen FaZe work from behind in quite a while, Doug. This one starts off with Shazam and Corey trading it back and forth.
Oh,
Shazam continuing to be automatic. Look at how Zoms is playing back on A, ensuring that there are no shenanigans or late pushes onto the site. That should open things up for FaZe, but of course, Shazam again continues to pick them apart. Now they're going to pull off, but
yep, go A.
Corey's taken some of the middle of the map, but they don't really know what's happening elsewhere.
And it's starting to be that operator, the textbook.
What
how
is
to battle
going on?
aggression, fast peak, wide peaks, operator. Zoms, it's like, you know what I do with the Vandal anyways, is there's
Yeesh,
another
dude,
3K
yeesh.
for Shazam. Just Ruckus left to see what he can do here.
Now, Riv, when you started this match, I asked you a question, and I said, hey,
You're
Riv,
getting picked
how
apart.
do you stop an aggressive
Yeah.
team? What do you
Absolutely
do?
picked
And you
apart. I
said,
don't think they've started
op,
any of these
baby,
gun
you
rounds
op
in
all
a man
day.
advantage. I think
Shazam
Shazam has gotten the
doesn't seem
opening
like he's
pick like
missing right
5
now with
times
the
now.
And that sends a message even more.
And
because
mostly at A.
You second guess your peaks. You jiggle peak even more, setting up Shazam. And he's not in a mode to fire on the jiggle peak, the jump peak. He'll hold. His shot is on right now, and his reaction time, as I can't word, his reaction time is so quick that he's just waiting. He knows when the right shot is going to be. So you first have to find where Shazam is. That's FaZe's first goal. Avoid that situation or blast it to all hell with every bit of utility you have, which is already is still honestly a risky investment because all he does is dash away.
Right.
As soon as he hears the beep, 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 and a few things coming his way, Shazam's out of there. He's smarter than that. So
What could FaZe
you
do
just gotta
here?
find where he is, figure out how to play around it, and hopefully you don't. find
I mean, they
tensions
could
right
play
now.
a very,
He's
very.
popping off. Zoms is
I
popping
say
off, so
still
don't-
stick
you know
with
what?
your
I don't have a
strength
good
and
answer
work
for you.
quick,
So
but
here's a little
just
something
don't fall into them one by
FaZe,
one.
on
If
a
you're gonna work
pistol,
quick,
they
work quick
intentionally
together.
Prioritize Marv getting the Vandal. So you can
Ideally,
tell
you
they
split
want
the
to
map
try to create a little
and you
havoc,
kind of
get a
try to
couple
pull
kills
them in different
potentially,
directions.
or
But I don't
res
think that's
on
part of.
line.
I don't think
Get it online
that's.
faster than they normally
I don't
would
think that's Faze's
otherwise.
play
So
style.
far,
I think
hasn't
when you
panned
go
out.
in,
See
you
it
go
going
in
across the middle of the map,
unexpected, like
making sure
together,
everybody's
like
pushing
a
their way in while they try
like
to
kind
get
of a
some space away.
Push
contact
from
explode.
Dapper saying, nope, we know you're on a save.
Like
you are
smoke,
not going to grab this orb that easy.
smoke,
You're fighting for it. So he
dash
creates
through
a ton of
smoke,
pressure down
send
on
it.
B. Spike
That's
is
what I would
dropped
do.
here, so FaZe does want to source out what's going on. They're now thinking about, okay, we need
I think
to
they're trying to
start
big
doing
brain it
econ
though,
damage.
which could
What
work
is this solo
actually.
shit as a
Get
Sage
ourselves forward.
right now? Like,
Yeah.
look at
Start
this.
gaining ground.
What is
Play a
this
little more
shit?
intel game instead of the Smeeg game.
Guys,
so we
no
may see
armor, too.
FaZe changing it up
Just
here
dry
from the
Vandal.
style that's gotten them so far in VCT.
I mean,
That's
it's gonna
just lucky,
work.
Man. It's just lucky.
Yeah,
though.
that is definitely a
Belly
lucky
of
round
beast,
or
that
kill to
Vandal
get
swinging
for
early
sure.
on. He's going to get one kill. The wall's going to go up. That means A is
That
hit.
was
Keep an eye on
unnecessary.
Baby Bay on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, FaZe have got
Yeah,
on this
FaZe
site.
won. FaZe is winning this round off luck, but at least they
Meanwhile,
did
Sentinels walk
something
in and go,
different, you know,
"We have
something.
to wait this wall out."
It was a
Then
gamble.
Baby Bay, Riv.
Look at this.
Moving around. He'll have the flank for a moment. Nobody's looking just yet. How
Like,
long
that
does he
can't-
hold? I
that's-
think he's the
there's no
info grabber for
longevity
now.
in
He's
getting
like, hey,
lucky
all
like
in
that,
sight.
though.
Corey's able to drop that
No,
one. What an
but they don't know
elo
what to
coming in
do.
for FaZe.
Yeah, I
The
guess, but like it didn't
thrifty.
seem like they knew what to
And
do
they
before
switched
either.
it up completely.
Well, they
Slow
kind of
walk,
did. They were
noise
doing
is
what they
cut.
usually do,
They
which was a
obviously
problem.
know Dapper
They should have just
pushed
went
up
into the
the
match
flank
knowing that
before
they
to
shouldn't
stop
do
the
what they're
eco round
normally
from
gonna
being
do
a good
and try
one
something
with
different.
Ultimates being grabbed
You're
everywhere.
talking so much
And
meta
they
shit
just
right
let
now.
Marv walk mid. And you pointed it out, Doug.
I mean, you don't think a team like Sentinels is gonna pick them apart?
And he
No,
came
I
up huge
absolutely
to
do
drop
think that,
zones
but you're
first,
just
who had
like-
a big impact every round here.
That's
from
some
Catwalk.
in-depth shit right there.
Right, so they took the space away. They were able to crack that thing.
Bro,
open.
they don't even have anyone
The
playing
wall,
B. Look at the
like
mini-map.
wall cutting off that early rotation to get
Like-
onto A really allowed FaZe a bit of
Oh,
room
he's
to
walling
breathe
and then going
onto
B.
the site. Now they're back on guns. Baby Bay
Just
once
laid
again
through
with the
kitchen.
operator, looking down B long. Not going to get challenged by anyone quite yet. As Shazam in the forecast, looking like he's going to get a bit more action than Baby Bay is.
I mean, I also feel like Sentinels has FaZe
So
scared
see how
at this
Sentinels
point.
plays this one, because this
Yeah.
is the first time we're seeing
Like,
FaZe actually
super
split
worried
it
about
up. The drone
Shazam.
did see Zachary, but he's going to try to play to the left side of that now and fake out.
So they're
what
taking everything
Sick
with
was
such
seeing.
caution.
Love this play by FaZe.
they're giving a
really
B
starting
site.
to toy with
Sage
what
is spotting
that
from
rotation
fucking
window
orange.
might look like from
I mean, it's
Sentinels
good. They
here.
caught on that
Right
they
now,
caught on
Sentinels
that they're
does have a
playing
bit of
this
a
way
stack
at B,
towards
but if
A.
they caught on
Obviously, we'll see
earlier,
Sick play underneath that,
they
tunnel
would have been
real
in a
quick.
much better
But what a
position.
positioning so
Like, I
far
worry
by
it's
the
a little
team to
too
grab
late,
so much
but we'll
ground
see.
already and
We'll
start
see.
making Sentinels think a bit different of what may be coming each round.
FaZe really subscribing to the slow and steady, wins the race this time around. The last two rounds, while the last one was successful, still left to be determined on this one. It's a totally different approach. Sentinels are playing this way. They're just going to paranoia in. They're going to go
Wow,
across
big
the
fights
middle.
in mid.
And FaZe is expecting it.
Arrow
Rocket's
for
good
mid, dude.
three, the
I love it.
showstopper as well. Just leaves
Big
Dapper
fights in
alone
mid.
in a 1v4. The thing is, FaZe has a couple of members that are weak, so it's possible. But the spike.
Yeah, I just hope that this isn't too late for
Really
FaZe,
not.
but we'll see.
Out
We'll
there, you
see.
see Baby Bay with the operator training that out, try to give him a little fake. Not biting on anything.
Love it.
Dapper has lost this round. So for FaZe, Riv, that's twice now, right? Slow things down,
Yeah.
change the game, and so far they're 2 for 2 on this approach.
And that read was something else. To have a few right there in mid, knowing it was going to be a pretty decent flank from Sentinels instead of 2 under and 3 snowman. They called such a good flank coming in there. Look at Raucus here. Just taking him down. You see the showstopper come through as well. Thank you very much from Corey. That was such a good read.
Hey yo, Captain Jack,
It was
Hey, yo,
excellent. And
Captain
again,
Jack.
It wasn't
bring
just
me
the
back
slow,
to the railroad
right? It
track.
was
Bring me back to the
quietly
railroad
work your
track.
way onto B, and then expect, right? Read
Why is
where
it in your
Sentinels are
head?
gonna play back.
Yeah.
I don't
where
know.
they're going to try to
Captain
fight
Jack.
back, have that
Jack
covered.
Sparrow, dude.
Very well played. Operator
Who
once
knows?
again in the hands of Baby Bay, along with Shazam. He also has that blade storm in tow, and it seems like very similar to what we've seen out of FaZe the last couple of rounds early on.
Yep. Where's... Okay, I'm interested to see that. I was going to say, where's Marv compared to Baby Bay here? Because they do have the res. Okay, now he starts going over to him and say, hey, I may need that. Corey looks like he's going to need that res to start. 10 starts off the round well. And you can see they're running in there to see if they can get this back. Rock is holding that defensive forward position, and the res is up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so One of the things that really impressed me from Sentinels against 100 Thieves was how quick they were willing to flip the map. Right? On defense, they see something, and they're quick to the trigger, right?
Yeah.
Look at how they got that pick.
The Jet just
You already
flies.
saw them rotate over
Literally
the B.
flies
Meanwhile,
for fun.
FaZe cut noise. It
Just hold the
looks like they're
space
gonna
bar on
be
your
forward
phone.
in the play.
Jeez.
Oh, what a shot from
Oh,
Corey.
Rough one to lose.
That's what FaZe needs. Shazam has been hitting those left and right.
Hey,
down.
Corey?
Tries to trade it back.
Like,
and
you should
does
wait a
get the
second.
kill.
Corey
Yeah,
should
yeah,
not
yeah.
have done that, but hey.
That B take as the walls start going
Just
up.
hang out for 1 sec because he just got that kill. They're gonna be looking that way, but no. What's going on?
Chaos ensues on
Okay.
the
What
was
in
the weirdest.
the world?
10's good for 3. FaZe
They
fall
switched
apart.
cameras right there, so I
Sentinels get
didn't know what
denied.
was happening for a second.
The A fight with the B take, all the mind games going on right now. They knew that. I think they knew they were toying with each other due to like recent utility, or maybe some sound made there.
I was
Sounds
expecting
able
more
to
of a
get the better
brawl,
of,
but you're right. It
6.
seems like FaZe is timid.
I'm sorry, Ruckus.
Yeah, they're scared.
Looking back
I was
Scared
saying,
of
like,
9-2,
if you're FaZe,
last round of our first
either
half
you
here,
try to play in your
Doug,
out of your
it has
comfort
been
zone and try to split the
a
map and,
fight
you know,
game
play it
coming in
more
from
a
Sentinels.
slow
FaZe getting
default
some very
style.
much
But I was
needed
saying,
rounds
don't do
here
that. Just
on
stick
the
to your
splits
strength
they've
and just
been
like
able to do.
walk
The
explode on
Sentinels,
shit.
as they work the rounds a little slower than
Like
usual,
literally
it looks like
explode.
we're
They're
getting
not. They haven't
test speed to
exploded
start.
on these
And
guys.
there's that,
They've just kind of
Briscoe
sat there
trying
hoping
to
that the
explode
kills will
and
go to
stop
them.
on the orb from Dap.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different look here, though, because this is far more intentional from FaZe on where they want to go. They're going to invest 100 Fury out of Rockets. Marv is going to be the tip of the spear.
I'm liking this better.
He takes
I'm
that
liking
grabber,
this.
But Baby Bay as well. Riv,
They caught on to
this
doing
is
this
way
too
more
late,
effective
I think.
than what we've seen out of them in the past.
Yeah.
Mary.
Using that
Okay.
show, you want to be able to get your
Absolute
Fury
Hail
down
Mary.
phase moving forward. Baby Bay feeling a lot more confident here. We're adding a touch of Smeek to the strats now. And it looks like they really want to grab this round. 3 rounds will
Imagine that worked, though.
incredibly help the team if they
That'd be
are
cool.
to lose pistol on the next half. You have a little room to work with. It never feels good, but it can definitely make the difference in balance. There's a touch on the spike, dog. This is going to be it.
Bladestorm, oh, it's good. Rocket trades it out. A 1v2 for Zom.
Not
Zom
completely
falls.
out of it yet,
FaZe,
but
they
not a very
adapt.
good
They
half.
Huge.
adapt
I just
at
got
the
shut
last-
down.
I mean, it really, it couldn't have come any later, but they adapt enough to get the last 3 rounds of the half, and that's a big response, like you said.
All comes down to the pistol if you want any
So
chance.
let's see what happens coming in here. Now defensive side coming in for FaZe. Great hold on A over and over from Sentinels as FaZe started to find their groove when they got Sentinels in that rotation window, as I say. Here, calling this one out was perfect, and I think it's the first time we really saw FaZe able to kind of stop one of those retakes if Sentinels had to. As I said before, Sentinels didn't have to play retake much. They were just holding the site. Let's see how it switches here coming into the second half, Doug. It's going to be
Is that a
tough
thing?
for
Diet
FaZe.
milk?
You
Diet
don't
milk?
see much posted up as far as early aggression coming out of
No,
FaZe.
it's not a thing.
No cheeky paranoia,
Says who?
do a dash or anything like that. They are
All
going to
right.
quietly take some space away, slowly but surely. You see them posture up towards the middle of the map at 10s on the Reyna. Reynas can be so devastating.
Solo
on this one.
fighting mid.
Remember, I
Marv,
know the Frenzy getting the 4K last time. They decided to go Ghost on this one, feeling a little more
Jesus.
confident to take the shots from long, and it does look like they're death balling, which is at long range going to be much more effective. with the
Easy
Ghost than
Sentinels
trying to
round.
pick somebody off with a Frenzy, and you can't scope in with it. Pushes here, dog, and 10's getting aggressive.
I mean, that's textbook 10s right there, right? You see them shooting the
Textbook
wall
10s.
down, and then you tee up. Get ready to go ahead and hit him with the sucker punch right in the jaw. Exactly what he does. Pushes his way through, gets the kill, and then look at the remaining.
Holy
members.
shit.
Baby Bay, though.
That was actually pretty sick. That was really
Little
sick
swagger, a
from
little
Baby Bay.
spice.
He threw the
Before he
smoke
hit
on
him
top
with
flat
the
and
ball.
dashed safely. That was nice.
3v3, but the thing is, the members of FaZe are so weak.
Well, game's
right?
over. Go
Corey's
next.
alone.
I will
Great
be back in a
response
little
from
bit.
Sentinels. They take the site, they take what they want, and they get the round win.
Oh, that combination of
Bro, I'm
utility by
sweating.
FaZe was so chef's
Hot?
kiss. The nade
It's
comes
fucking
around,
hot.
the distraction,
Just
the
go
nade
Inferno.
displacing Sentinels is when Baby Bay flew onto yellow, but it was all groundwork coming in from Sentinels. They were able to find those frags within the smokes. Love to see that though from FaZe. That's textbook FaZe if you were looking for that. Just diving in. Great utility usage and playing off these all-star plays. That was awesome to see. Sentinels, however, though, still have their number, and they have come to play today. 10-3, Doug. We're going into round 14 here. Looks like another B hit to start.
Pistols across the board for FaZe. Meanwhile, 10s has a Bulldog. A couple of SMGs scattered in there. on the side of Sentinels. And as you said, Riv, it looks like it's going to be B again. Now, I like the patience from Zoms, making sure really Baby Bay isn't on the flank as Dapper gets the spike down.
Shazam. Oh my god. Shazam just feeling it right now in a 5-10.
Oh my god.
He's going to answer. Corey, he says, I can do that as well. Beautiful sheriff shot from him as he steps forward to look for another one. Fearless looks to get another, and he just...
Running gun.
You know, FaZe are known for being the ones
Alright,
who thrive
what's
in
the
the
next
chaos,
map?
right? Like,
Absolutely.
You've got
I
your
actually don't
entrances,
know.
you've got your
Listen, it
utility
ain't over.
stats, and
Let this
then
gun round
you
play
look
out
at
and see
certain
what
members
happens,
of
all right?
FaZe
This
and
is
you say,
literally as
right,
over
you
as
gotta be
over
a
can
gamer
be.
here, right? Like, you just gotta do it, whatever it looks like. And
I
that's
don't
where
think
Are they
it should be
mentally
more
checked
over.
out, you think?
But here
No,
you
I
see-
just think
and
this
a
is
couple
over.
times
Sen
this
has so
happened.
much control, and like
Sentinels are the ones
FaZe isn't
owning
playing their
that
normal
space.
style. It's over.
They're doing
Haven's
a great
next.
job of
That should be
not
better
letting
than
FaZe
Icebox for
play
them.
their game. I mean, maybe FaZe came in trying to play a different game today, and Sentinels will still
Oh,
ready
Haven?
for that.
Yeah.
There, you know, there's a part of us that it continues to talk about Shazam
Yeah,
and
for
how
FaZe,
he
I
kind
mean,
of dissects
Haven will
his
be better for them
opponents.
probably.
And in the way
I'd like
he
to think
does
so.
it isn't just to say they do X on round 6. He's able to figure out due to the
Man, they are
how the
getting
flow of the game
split
is going,
apart.
when that strat might occur, which makes him
They're
so
fucked.
effective.
Holy
as you start off
shit.
with
Oh,
let's go.
Garv just anchored things
Oh.
down so beautifully. Of
Trades
course,
all
as I say
around.
that, he drops, but he
2-2
dealt a
sitch.
significant amount
Oh,
of damage
no.
as he
Tense,
took
doing
two
tense
away.
things, getting
and
too
that
crazy.
buys time for members of FaZe to rotate over. Now Sick is left alone. Taps,
Oh.
swings, gets 3, drops things down to a 1v1.
Shoot him
Baby
with a little
Bay
dart.
spotted him.
Got a Q.
But Baby Bay just, I mean, ate that bullet right in the jaw.
Imagine he darts kitchen right now. Do it.
Oh, he has
Advantage,
all.
that's gonna
He
give
should
the
just
space
fall
to Sick,
all the way
and
back.
he's gonna have
for
the
ult.
Hunter's Fury Rip, so he can play off here. And if he chooses
Just
to
5
use
Why
it
not
in a
reload?
position where he feels like he has
Yeah.
no choice,
I mean, I guess he
great,
knows
but
he
the
dinked
advantage
him,
that he has
so-
right now
Yeah.
is so big.
You never know,
He
though.
could really
Yeah, he could
forego it.
easily whiff a spray here.
Okay, how do you choose
He won't
to play
though.
this out?
He won't. Six
Slowly
Six
moving.
nice with it. He'll be fine.
He
You
only
know
has
what
5 bullets.
is
This
funny
could actually
about
be the
his
situation where it doesn't
position
go
too?
right. Great
Baby Bay
job by
probably
Sick
had
to play it
no
slow.
clue
The Red
that this
Bull
guy would
flush
be yellow
for
with his
Hank
ult.
Andy on
Like,
the
why
house
would
of
it Sick be there with his
frenzy
ult?
of
You can secure the round with it
Yeah.
entirely. There's no,
So,
like, it's
again,
actually a 5-head play by Baby Bay not checking yellow, but it's also a counter 5-head play by Sick.
Like conventional wisdom.
He's like, fuck it, I don't
right?
need my
You've
ult.
seen FaZe in
I think
moments
this
like
guy,
that,
he's
and
dead
you
as
go,
shit.
Well,
Look, he had
this
no
round's
clues
chalk.
yellow.
And then they do something
Unbelievable.
that works out, right? Like they pull it off, but it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like
I'm also
today
very surprised that he had
they're
so
able to
much
conclude
time,
on
Baby
those
Bay
moments
did,
that
and
they
that all he did
historically
is
do.
smoke and decide to try to stick it. I feel like you could just keep walking, clear your left, clear your right, walk, and then you might catch him off guard, who knows?
In the situations with Baby Bay is up with the daggers. We always see these frags left and right, and you're surprised to see.
Oh my God.
You know, that
Oh my God, hello?
It's usually him dashing forward once again.
Hello?
More now in a sticky situation, Doug, and he goes down.
What's
But
going on
Zachary
here?
trades
He has his
back
pistol
quick
out.
kill.
He's fucking dead. No, he doesn't clear it.
FaZe
Oh
starting
my
to
god.
rotate over. Zachary still in a great spot, but Tens turns around.
No charges.
Oh no.
A number
FaZe is looking rough.
As they mull over how they want to play this, they've made a considerable
fucking
amount of
shit
noise.
show this
They
map
did
has
a
been.
Info Zoms is
considerable amount
getting.
of damage too. Yeah, you're right. He's just going to mosey his way up towards A. But the thing is, how quickly do they act on that, right? Because
my.
FaZe
Right.
understanding this can easily flip back.
And showing that right there, Sick kind of makes everybody stay that was
Yeah.
at B. Within 15 seconds, you'll start to reconsider what's going on. There's a rotation already from Corey.
I think it's a
Sentinels
13-3.
being very
Sentinels
cautious,
cleans
right?
this
Should
round
be
up.
very careful about how they
be.
take the site, checking every single angle. Spike is going to go down. The thing for FaZe is you've got a retake attempt coming from a couple of different angles. So for Sentinels, you have to weather that storm in a couple of different spots.
Yeah.
Again, there's a
Oh,
there's a notable
Marv,
amount
though.
of gun advantage. Corey just with the bulldogs with that first pick going in favor of Marv already.
Ooh.
Oh, and a second one as well on to Tens.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Now Rockets is on the flank.
timed.
That's what I was talking about. Pinching in from different spots is so difficult to do.
Zoms.
Not
Oh.
able to get the second. Corey
In another
takes it,
life.
and they're going to get the defuse, and they're going to
Turns
get
around
the
and
fourth.
kills that guy.
They should just purposely
Zoms
lose
live
this
here
round
on
so
the
they go
first
next.
Map.
Should
FaZe's
purposely
pick, too.
lose the whole
Feeling
game
like
on
they,
Sentinels.
would be, or
What?
feeling
They
like
should let
they would
them,
be
they
good
should let
on
them come
Icebox.
back into the game.
Okay.
Gonna be able to
So we
work
get
with
no
some ultimates
T.
coming in the
Okay.
next round, and
Okay.
the
It'll be a
showstopper
tense
and
match.
the Hunter's
Okay,
Fury. And we'll see if the Blade Storm gives them any trouble. Zoms is close to being on deck to that from the shadows, which could be big info, but same for Zachary. And we'll see how they focus all Torbs coming into round 17.
Rifles across the board for both teams. Shazam being the one exception with the Blade Storm as they stack up towards A again. And much like we've seen most of the rounds, we're not seeing this like this early aggression and taking space away from FaZe down B long or the middle of the map. They're really playing back.
Yeah. Trying to get those shots on.
The hunter. He's missing every
right now.
Not an accurate hunter today.
Up, doing a little bit of damage, feels good.
Gonna miss all of his bow shots.
Not enough hit rating, really.
Yeah.
We'll see how much they push up. Again, Sentinels don't have a Sentinel on the team either that's going to allow them to have traps, to have the Killjoy bot. So they have to be a little bit more careful as well. Same as we said for FaZe, and that makes the slower strats be a little bit more scary.
And you see how Sentinels kind of forced
Shazzy
to
getting 3?
the flank, right? After time has gone on, they step back, make sure there's nothing going on.
I actually think he mishit his key. I think he wanted to smoke it.
As soon as that res comes out, they follow. Corey responds with the showstopper of his own as he continues to dance around the site. The paranoia is going to come out from Sentinels.
Oh my God!
As they try to get onto the site, wall goes up. Corey has to back up. And sick drops. That's a big kill. Numbers advantage in favor of FaZe. Corey's weak though. Dapper with an excellent response.
That's such an awkward fight. Holy shit.
Armor, and Dapper's gonna drop as well.
I'm clean though.
Left alone in a 1v2.
Zoms wins these. It's over. 13-4.
Zoms in a position. Zachary goes up top
I
and
hit from the top ropes, baby.
The audacity!
Wow.
All I hear is Indiana.
Why the heck would he go on the
ropes? Zachary with
That's
the
wild.
play. Special ops Zachary coming in. Omen dip on the round.
Listen, comeback, OT, FaZe wins an OT. Thoughts?
That would be crazy. Here. I think if that happens, FaZe wins 2-0.
Before they're getting into this one again. We'll see what Sentinels decides to do. They may be a bit back and forth on dropping weapons here to others on the team. As they've kind of, been running these through. This is our last one. We're going to get it. They're obviously still playing smart, but now they've gotten a little bit of econ trouble to work with, and that may be a good crisis for FaZe.
Rifle in the hands of Tens and Zoms, and Tens being very Tens as he takes the middle of the map, tries to work his way up tube, realizing there's
I was feeling a spam right there from
here that's going to be impeding any progress. So for now, bit of a default look as teams try to feel each other out, see what they can get cooking.
Let's see if they're actually going to peek this. I don't think FaZe will. A little play by Tens here. You can see him and Dapper just waiting to see if they'll be antsy enough to peek down. So real slow play by Sentinels, making sure that nobody pushes up around their sides and grabs too much information. FaZe doing a good job, though, of holding a bit more forward angle on A. You can see Corey pushed up just the pipes there, seeing if he can hear anything, which is also big. You get distance, you can also hear some footsteps or sounds back.
That was close.
Drop. So any position you can gain is good. Tens
this is
opening
gonna be
up
so hard
again
for young Corey.
Yeah, this is now over.
Middle of the map has been exposed. Corey with an excellent response. The spike still hasn't made it down, and that's the problem here with this split effort. Is it
being down so many is that
situation where it's really hard to get to. But it's just down to
FaZe could win every single round.
Yeah, being down that many rounds and it being on match point is
just have to win one.
All it takes is one lucky kill, one lucky engagement. Like it doesn't really happen.
When there are moments where you need him to just
you have to play perfect on FaZe, and Sen can play sloppy and get a little bit lucky and just squeak one out.
Yeah. I love that fake.
They're both on the same side.
So
all right,
well,
get the contact fire.
Go next.
Unless this guy can smeeg.
Smeeg his way into.
On the swing, the timing's not there. Tens.
Isn't it Smeg?
Third one on the round. 13 to 5 on Icebox. What a statement by the full.
Yep. Dapper loving that. It's here the Breach, Jet, Omen, Raze, Sova is tried and true for FaZe. They've been loving running that. Raucous, trying to build a bit of a ruckus here. Starting off with that shorty nice and close, pushed up on A, and they're gonna have some good traps behind them. We'll see. I think it's gonna be that Dapper lurk. and he'll be able to notify them. But yeah, FaZe moving together here. Or I should say Sentinels as they move up, and it's going to be Insight with that dash. Tens will start him off.
Yeah, it's just going to be a straight-up retake. I think Dapper, as you said, in a position to really set this sideways. But if you're FaZe, you kind of you're sniffing some of it out, right? Like you're the sniffer, making sure. My
Hello,
gosh.
goodbye.
Good night. Baby bait drops. There's the first kill in favor of Sentinels. Great use of utility here as we see FaZe. We talked about the utility, their ability to use that to get onto the site. There's a chance for it. But Tens with the ghost, already good for 2. Looking for another. Rocket trades it out. Sick. Trading that back. Corey's left alone, and he's not around for long. What a round by Sentinels.
There's so much control there, a lot of patience. Some, obviously, a lot of them were in the site, so the post plant just becomes a flurry of everybody shooting back and forth. But the members that were hiding there for Sentinels to make sure there were a few left alive to continue to defend. Just smart play overall. Sometimes you got to throw bodies at the problem. Sometimes you got to wait.
Go next,
did a little both there.
What happened?
And Riv, the chaos that we were talking about.
Was that a convincing pistol?
How FaZe seemed to thrive there. Again,
Yes.
that's another one that goes in favor of
Game's
Sentinels.
over, boys.
Bit of a
GG.
different
Go
look
next.
here, as they're going to show a little towards A. I like this push from Marv. Nice to take some of that space. Is pushed back. I mean, at this point, FaZe should be able to pull off at least a little bit and lean towards A, knowing all of the noise that's been made.
Zoms with orb control over on C as the team starts to make up ground. Sick here on the bonus.
My
Dapper
God.
2 up with the Spectre, possibly a third as Corey gets that.
That was a good take.
Possibility to grab that Spectre though, Doug. Has a few bits of econ damage.
All right. This round, there's not much to focus on here. They're saving. Sentinels is going to win this pretty clean.
Yeah,
that makes
against
sense.
Spectres, I mean, I guess it's Baby Day, right? So you don't. Yeah, I guess you can't count them out here. But you know, we saw FaZe on the.
I was half expecting Baby Bay to dash across to bomb box and then right-click the planer.
Their use of
That's what I thought he was going to do.
Using the
Kind of seems like his style.
in conjunction with the hot hands from Sick to clear out the player that was playing in A short and really like tee up a free kill, right? Like you can't stand in that corner because of the hot hands, and then you have the ping exposing where he is. It was easy.
Yep.
All right, gun round. This is important. This is an important round. The very first gun round versus the bonus.
The teams rather adjust, make it happen.
It's gonna set the
and then go
pace,
back
you know?
to exactly what they were running without a hitch. It's going to be a drone push up C here, and this is what I said they might be doing. Identify where an operator might
Good
be.
dash.
Don't have to deal with that yet, obviously, but the death ball.
Nice
Sentinels,
shot.
they want
Nice
to run
shot.
together on these
Nice
sides. Big
shot.
grabs
Holy
1 and 2.
shit. Those were some nice shots. He shouldn't have gone for that third, but those were some nice fucking shots.
But they made a lot of noise towards C. They are able to pick up the spike. I was worried about that. They're going to rotate off, but again, Riv, Marv has made his way up A.
They saw him. They know Corey's here. I don't know if that's going to help.
Right, so
I don't know if that's going to help Sentinels at all. They're kind of stuck. I think Sentinels is going to lose this round regardless, just because they're stuck as hell.
The trap could give them a false sense of security. That's one thing that happens with it. They are still going to be very wary of what's going on. Yeah, they know. Quick peeks to the left, and they're going to have to check it one more time. Right, rather, as Sick is
Just
able to drop
hold,
Marv.
bro.
Now it's
What are you
it's a
doing?
mad rush to see what they can accomplish before finding another member.
And
of
you
the
see
FaZe
FaZe.
squad.
You see FaZe. They sent Rockets.
There's no
but they
way
left
FaZe
2,
fucks this up.
right? Expecting Sentinels to go back to see where they were at the scene of the crime just a few moments ago. Rockets is going to get a ton of info here. He dropped
What in the world? Oh my god.
covers the noise.
Wow.
Not expected at all. Excellent play by Rockets.
Limping over
Interesting.
there, doing what he can after a big crush.
I was not
Way
expecting that
high
from
on the
Rockets.
phantom
I was
shots.
expecting a dart
Good
to
push by the team
reveal
as well. They synergized that retake and made sure it was not
both
a
planner
problem.
and the guy pushing
FaZe
spawn.
Stop the bleeding
But
much earlier here. And we'll see what
whatever.
they continue to do on the defensive side.
That
of
seemed
it. Starting
risky,
off on
you know?
What is considered
Seems
the
risky.
harder side due to the fact that as you're on attack, you get to decide to where your distribution of players is.
Right.
That's always the advantage.
Now, Riv, tell me this: if you're playing and you see
The
a
slow-mo
team
voice. That's good.
continually take space away, like we saw Marv do there, where he was back in defender spawn. Yeah, they knew it was there. What does that do to your mentality as you call out the map?
Well, you're already wanting to be able to get back.
God, this game is so fucking cool to watch, man.
That area, right? The trip's
there's so many variables. It's so interesting.
Site, so then it can be used as a return on investment to know the big flank is coming. When you have to work back through it, it's like you don't have the info.
Huh?
So it makes you play much different in that situation.
I see. He was trying to break the cam.
You're basically going off of feel and who you see.
Corey using the satchel charge there to try to clear out.
Like what? What is that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like how you ever supposed to expect that? The Cypher caged cross, make him like lose control. Baby Bay gains that control by updrafting knives over and gets the kill. Like the variables, I love it. It's so fucking cool.
But much like we saw a few rounds ago,
coming from CS, this game is so cool.
Back in that spot, across the middle of the map.
CS is also cool.
In a good spot. They're making sure they
I want a CS 2.0.
A little pushed up to get the info. So no one garage yet. They know everything that's happening as they hear the spike getting planted is going to be in C so far. And you see Sentinels wanting to kind of clear garage with a 2 team. They're waiting.
Wait, I love this.
Oh, the timing was a little off.
Shows up and he aftershocks right
well done, Corey. Well fucking done. Great awareness. Holy shit. Let's go.
Faze has arrived. Corey's already good for 3-10s with a filthy flick. In a 1v3. Got the op, but he's gonna get
dude, Corey, good shit.
Is gonna drop
good awareness to know that they were pinching. That pinch was a little slow though. They didn't work together very well.
About to get pinched.
Shaz went before Dapper was ready.
Early peek, figuring, you know, it's been way too long. Something's not right here. As we're trying to plant, there must be some aggression. Boom. And then able to trade a few more. Absolute stellar play from him to help this round out. And then a little damage to 10s, and there's the flank coming in from Raucus.
And I like how FaZe are playing this, right? Like I mentioned it in the previous round. They're reading some of how Sentinels like to play. So a much stronger performance for FaZe, at least early on Haven relative to what we saw in Icebox. But now Sentinels looking to dial up a little something towards A. You heard the Bladestorm has been used. And we're seeing a lot of that early, the early fault line from Zachary. Down, fighting for A lobby control.
There's the flash.
Shadows traveling.
So in a smoke, gonna buy some time. As it looks like Sentinels are reconsidering potentially going towards a long or just peeling off. They're not finding what they want, but that pick changes everything. The neural theft is going to be used as well.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Wow.
No,
what a fucking shot by Tens. Holy shit.
Corey and Raucus down. That's going to
yo, Tens just saved the fucking round.
They do
Jesus.
have the numbers advantage. They should be able to assume post plants and get the spike down. Now it's going to be FaZe in a 2v4. No Rolling Thunder. No Bladestorm. An op, yes. But this is where you kind of wonder, do you go for it? Do you save? It looks like they don't want to have anything to do with the rest of this.
Bro.
If you had Raucus, maybe.
We didn't get to see what happened.
You need the find in the dark to
but
get back
Corey
into the site.
used Ray's ult, and he was going to win the round. He was.
Outside.
And Tens took him out of the air with one knife shot to the head. Holy fuck.
Daggers out, flying through, and it's one of the things that we haven't touched on much. I'm sure it's been talked about. But that transition of Tens being able to switch to Reyna, Shazam going back to Jet, having the versatility of agent switch between those two, and such impact agents, right? You know, they can just flow between them, and that's such a dangerous thing that Sentinels bring to the table.
Riv, it was against 100 Thieves on Ascent, where we saw a moment where 100 Thieves might be able to get back into the game when they were on the attack. Asuna uses the showstopper from Market to get onto B, and Tench drops him with one bullet of the Vandal, and he's done that consistently. So you're seeing some of the Tense effect, right? When it seems like they have an opportunity to crack the site open, to do something that's going to really change the pace of the round, Tense is there, comes up huge in moments like that. But I love this aggression, the flash, Baby Bay going right down C long, not going to spot anyone, but you already feel some of that pressure, and they're doing the same thing down A long as well. This is textbook Faze, right? Pinching in from both sides, forcing them one way. Nice sidestep from Zachary,
Well done.
and he gets the kill as well.
Little bait and switch.
Right
well
there.
done.
Textbook.
Well fucking done.
Make the opponent sweat right
Oh my God.
off the bat.
This is a match. This is what I wanted to see.
A little bit
Let's
back
go.
on the line there, and I think the
We got a
fans are
fucking
happy to see
match.
that.
Man, and in that moment, it's so difficult to really respond, right? You know that they're running down C long. They've also taken A long as well. You don't really have a ton as far as options go, and they even had the wherewithal to flash out, so Zachary can't hit the op, and it's just beautifully sidestep, and he delivers a shot. Faze played that round very well.
I mean, you look at what that style creates, right? Faze always has you on the major look. They look for Baby Bay. Zachary capitalizes on the off shot down C. You're completely bewildered because their Faze is just firing on all cylinders for that round, and it hasn't been expected.
Wow.
Sick, able to drop 2. Beautiful, run it back and starts. And we'll see Tens now pushing through.
What the fuck is going on?
Just to get that frag.
From the window
Insanity,
to
bro.
the wall, he uses the Hunter's Fury.
I feel like I'm
and
watching
the run
Rank,
back at the same time,
and it's awesome.
And they stack that together. That allows him to get in and really blow everything up, right?
It's like a really well-coordinated rank match. You know what I'm saying? But when everything hits just right for both teams.
I know I mentioned this earlier, Riv, but we talk about how Faze stack utility and ultimate so well.
That is fucking
Sentinels
nuts.
Just gave them a taste of their own.
I think they had that planned from the start.
Flawless. Coming from the other side now, as Sentinels say. We got that same power in the bag. A lot of money on the side of the FaZe Clan. You can see Baby Bay sitting on a big chunk of change there. This play from Sick during, like you said, during that distraction of the Hunter's Fury is what we were talking about earlier, in that combination of utility. It's so great to see, and honestly I think it's like at just the starting level. There's so much to min-max about utility usage and what choke points can be used from what angles and during rotation. Cannot wait. This game has so much to grow, and it's going to be amazing. Let's see what we have here coming into round 8. 4-3 as Haven is much closer than game 1.
Marv
No way. No way.
No way. The drone doesn't catch him. And Marv can go in aggressively. Now the jig's up, and Shazam responds beautifully.
That sucks.
Taking Marv out.
That sucks. Oh well.
Just not, it didn't even hesitate. Bow away, takes a shot. Sounds from the shadows. Rockus still having that Hunter's Fury. We'll see how they use it here.
Great flash. Corey with the swing. Dapper with an even better one. He dispatches him. They're going to use from the shadows to get into the back of B. Now Sentinels look to expose some of that. Keep a close eye on Zons. How much damage can he do to prevent the rotate in? Excellent use of the aftershock, but for Zachary, just a hair too late. He gets the kill, but the spike goes down. Zachary has that rolling thunder. Sight, but the thing is, you've got Tens back in window with an operator, and that makes it so difficult to get in. Cloudburst can make him think twice about it. Sid with the curveball, flashing out as they try to push forward.
Good ult.
There's that rolling thunder that we talked about. Sid once again with the flash. He drops. Tens has to have high impact here, but Baby Bay pushes in aggressively, right? They're going to use the fault line. They're going to push Tens
What
off.
the fuck is going on?
Here. The Hunter's Fury is going to be used to push back Shazam, and I don't know that
They're on it.
Shazam has time.
Jeez.
Oh my word. Red Bull clutch coming through. Honestly, I'd be pulling my hair out if I was FaZe there. It's just like, fight me, do it. So much utility coming over. Tens just not peeking. Oh my word. And Tens is the guy to peek. He's the guy that's always going to peek, and he just holds the line. They play cat and mouse so well. Sentinels coming up with that round.
Again, to have the wherewithal to delay just long enough.
Yeah.
To have the
Good
spike
live
go
there.
off. Yeah, and then Zachary dying there.
I think they
too
could have won the
certainly doesn't
round.
Feel good.
If one held, one covered.
Very well played from Sentinels. FaZe at a 2-round deficit, showing some of that early look towards A lobby control again. Rockus going in, Baby Bay with the op. That is not an option on the map for Sentinels at this time.
Great job sourcing out where Sentinels could be headed this round. Rockus pushing up right away. FaZe changing their game a little bit here. Not changing it, going back to a little bit more with confidence. They're going to leave Baby Bay pushed up. Blade Storm could become useful here in this round as they start to set up for what might be a C hit, and they're calling it correctly for now.
No ultimates online. There is still an operator in the hands of Tens. Paranoia is going to come out. It's going to push a couple of members back. And I love this. They invest the utility and they pull right off. Oh, man. Baby Bay was waiting for that the entire time. It was very similar to what we saw from Marv in the defender spawn, but this time it was Baby Bay with the knock down a short. Now they know a short's not an option. They don't want to go C long because of what they just did over there. That's going to force them into B.
Sentinels heading into B. Name them more.
This is a weird round.
Honestly, they get themselves in. Whether it's the dash and plant round or it's the late B
Shaz
round.
was literally
They
short
have
A.
Such good cover on this. Already
This is
pushed
wild.
Up through A. Look at these positions, Doug.
Baby Bay is about to get knifed.
Zoms is in trouble. He's gonna get
Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it.
Sam was on one as well. I mentioned he was in trouble.
Wow.
But the man steps up again. Drops 2 on the side of Faze. Tens is up. Continues to sing. Corey is, Raucus is left alone.
Bullseye. Beautiful shot. Looking for the con hits here.
Okay,
Almost
Ben.
gets the operator out.
Okay, dude.
Ten's kid and 6 gonna trade. Maybe they can run
That's
back
funny.
and grab it, but the money's good for Sentinels. They should be able to purchase another operator if they need it. A 6-3 here. Sentinels start to pull away from Faze on Haven.
Man, and again, Zoms was in he was in a really precarious spot here, right? Because you're having that push in from Garage. Raucus was around from the attacker spawn again, and he was kind of stuck there, right? But he just shows nobody.
The Garage guys couldn't get the trade. That was really, really crucial.
Huge impact kills.
Crucial to get that trade.
And this makes me want.
Baby Bay couldn't have really known that he was getting flanked, but that was all on those Garage guys, really.
Not something that is covered by Faze. Maybe that one was triggered by Baby Bay being pushed up so far on A that they knew the rotations would be flexed out a little bit from the middle of the map, and they didn't see anything there. Shazam again.
Oh,
You
that's
gotta be
sick,
kidding me
dude.
right now.
That's so
Played through
sick.
That trap, Baby Bay's a little bit
Holy,
of pressure, and this
this
is
dude's
exactly
playing
what Faze can do.
Overwatch.
No round can just be textbook for Sentinels right now. Faze has to put the pressure on, and Sentinels is
the
adding
fuck
even
is
more
going
pressure.
on?
They say, Ante up. We're gonna raise the stakes.
I love that from Baby Bay, understanding there was pressure coming from Sentinels towards C.
That was
He
actually
takes
really,
that
really
space
cool what
away
they did with the
Blade Storm.
drone
There's a
to
little
break
bit
the
of
Cypher
pressure,
trap
but
to
then
get
they
Baby
just
Bay to
push
go
right through.
deep.
Look at Tens,
But he was
man,
so
already
close to the kill, he
plunged
just
back
couldn't
after they
finish
preserved
it
his
off.
life. Just a sliver of health.
Dead.
Exactly. And the flash was there, and the flash doesn't matter. Sentinels continue to expose different areas of the sites. They're doing it in a myriad of different ways, and they look good on attack.
Just really have something different for each round, Doug. Like we're not seeing the same
Marv
thing.
is
This
struggling,
isn't a
man.
Utility out, spam through utility.
This is his round,
find a
though.
frag, and
This is his
make
round.
our way somewhere.
I'm feeling it.
They're getting Faze to move around in positions that are advantageous for then the 2 of Sentinels to swing, finding somewhere.
Both the
and getting
omens.
intel on Baby Bay or X Agent. And they're really playing.
What's crazy is Zoms
April
only has 2
game
kills,
is not
but the
allowing
2
Faze
kills
to
he
play the
got
Astra.
were so crucial and won them one of those
Again,
rounds.
Baby Bay dashing down with the
That's why,
flash.
like,
Sick.
yeah, he's only got 2 kills, whatever, right?
You imagine
Might
this
look
was
rough,
going to
might
ultimate
not,
was gonna go to
but
the hands
those
of
2
Six
kills
to bring
on
the
that
run
gun
back
round were
online.
so
Meanwhile, the
crucial
rest
that
of
won him the
Sentinels
round.
very comfortable right
So
now,
who the
just
fuck
kind of
cares that
feeling
he has 2
things
kills,
out,
you know what I mean?
Seeing what Faze throw their way before they make a decision.
I got a good
You
feeling about
mentioned
this
the
round
run
from
it back
Marv,
is there.
though.
One of the
I
best
don't know.
places for
I'm feeling
that
damn
is
good.
Garage, right? Close
He's feeling
impact,
damn good.
A lot
I don't
of
know.
ground can be gained immediately, but anywhere is good, especially if you can get him all the way down short. Pushed up here from Marv. He's going to be trying to hide from this drone. And see, this has not been cleared. A little bit of round was done, or a little bit of default was done.
Oh, wow.
So drone
Oh,
is definitely
wow.
necessary.
Okay.
Run it back there from short. We'll see what they can do.
Oh, excellent use of the flash. He has to wait off, and then he uses it from the shadows to get to safety.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Raucus
A little
puts it, take
slimy.
care of Tens. Excellent response to the run it back. Doesn't provide a whole lot of value.
Let's go, Marv.
Drop left and right.
What did I say?
Who managed to stay away.
What did I say?
Early on is good.
What
for
did I
Stewart's
say?
end to give the numbers advantage
Sorry.
to FaZe. And
I'm
now
yelling.
Shazam is in a 1v2. He doesn't have a Hunter's Fury.
All right, don't throw this.
Doesn't have the
2v1,
spike.
let him plant.
But that
Let
shot
him
dart
plant.
there should give away some position.
Or
The
just
angle's
fucking
held by
drop
Marv.
him. That works,
3
too.
of the round, and again, cannot stress the importance of the from the shadows in the face of the showstopper to preserve his life and be the impact maker at the end of the round.
Yeah. really making that one work.
If he didn't get this kill, they would have lost the round.
Knows that nobody else is coming in the sight. Able to get that frag. Great mental play to just stick on to that jet. And then the rest of the round was such a flurry. Like you said, Marv in the back of the site, able to grab a 3K against all odds and all that utility in front of him. And we will see what FaZe can continue to do. Feeling a bit of a groove here as they get themselves another round, maybe a 7-5 first half.
And Raucus is going to have the Hunter's Fury as well. You hear Tens using the Bladestorm early on, has an operator
Good peek.
in tow. I love the peek, and you can tell early
Double
on.
B walk. Baby Bay set up for this, though.
They certainly want to cause some damage across the middle of the map. Baby Bay turns away. It wasn't a flash, but Tens dashes in.
What the
with that Bladestorm that we mentioned,
dude?
taking care
Oh,
of
this
one
game
who's
is
gonna get
something
tagged up,
else.
Has to step away, and now the spike starts to rotate elsewhere.
See what kind of shots they can get from Garage here. It does look like they've regained the site on B. Wow. They have a 4 retake on A, so they're not worried about it. Shazam drops Corey.
Well
Make
done.
that 3 now.
Don't, chill.
Zachary answers back on
Jesus.
Shazam.
Relax. Okay, well.
Rockets, and the spike doesn't go down.
Bro, I can't
Marv
I can't predict anything that's going to happen in this game. This is truly an unpredictable game. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I feel like we're playing ranked.
Just as Sentinels felt like
I don't know what to say.
Able to capitalize on another round. He says nope. FaZe isn't going down that easy. Brings it back up to 7-5, and it's looking much better than that first half. This
I really want to see a third map. Please, FaZe. Let's fucking go.
Now Sentinels on the defensive side.
Get amped up.
We mentioned at the beginning the attackers generally have a bit of a leg up.
Do some jumping jacks.
You can be far more.
That's what I do when I'm
feeling
damn good.
Resources, right? You can do a little pulling of the string, make them think twice about where you want to go, and then commit somewhere. FaZe is also historically very good on the attacking half of most maps, really. This is where they shine. Again, this is where Zachary really is able to open up sights and allow Baby Bay and Marv to do what they do.
So this is either a full hit towards B, or maybe they go back to A on this. It looks like they're committing a lot of utility to C. It's wherever Baby Bay can keep the angles pretty close here. He actually did not go for the shorty, as I missed.
That was sick. That was coordinated well.
As close as possible
he
right
dashed
away.
through as
Looking
his
for
breach
everywhere.
flashed back bomb box, so he cleared back sight. Now it's just a 5-on-5 retake. Now it's, I mean, this is really anyone's round right now. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Corey and Raucus are for FaZe.
Like
right, they're so concerned about this flank through the middle of the map that they
great paranoia. Now they know nobody's flanking, so they know they're all hitting spawn. Corey's set up in a pretty good spot.
Have to respect it. They've already dropped zombs and they've dropped 10s, but sick.
Oh my God, Dapper, your brain is massive.
What a response!
Oh my God.
Dapper's patience and
Dapper might have the biggest brain on the server.
Dapper's just sitting there. Okay, 2 site, perfect.
Holy
There's
shit.
one, probably a rotator. Here's him coming in, and then the pressure he creates after taking out Corey is enough to get the round. It just seems like they're in the right place at the right time right now, and Sentinels cannot find a way around that. Add that on to the aim being on, the operator getting under the skin of FaZe, and Sentinels is making a pretty good case for themselves here.
A judge in the hands of Tens. Now the question is, does he stay disciplined and just hold a tight angle? Or does he full send into what FaZe has cooking? Meanwhile, for FaZe, you see they don't force up. They seldom do. As it looks like they try to expose some across the middle of the map.
It should be Sentinels round.
On the last round, Riv, where they're going to try to work their way in through Garage. Marv plays back on
FaZe doesn't have much. FaZe has, they didn't buy anything. FaZe actually didn't buy anything. They bought 2 flashes, or 1 flash maybe.
Baby Bay is not aggressively
taking
taking as much space as he was before.
Frenzy.
And you see Rockets
There's
right
no
now,
utility, nothing.
Back,
like,
sure, so he's got
flashless and
here.
swing. Flashless and swing. That's about all you can do.
So could start to creep around. We may see the team
Flash.
put a little bit
Oh,
of priority
whoa.
on that.
Didn't expect that.
Ooh.
Tens didn't expect that either.
That's all it was. Meanwhile, Sick going in aggressive. He gets another one, but he gets traded out as Pulse continue to drop
this is
left
getting
and right, back and forth as Marv drops as well. Numbers advantage.
That got
goes in favor of
close.
Sentinels. Raucus is left alone.
Wow.
He doesn't have the spike, right? That's so brutal.
That got a lot closer than I thought.
Dapper sniffs out where the remaining player of FaZe was to get Sentinels to 9.
All right, FaZe. Start grabbing the rounds back here. We'll see what they can do. Like I said, I thought Haven might give them the opportunity to be able to toy with Sentinels a little bit more. That was the round advantage. They start, not round advantage, those are the rounds they were starting to get on Icebox. Here it's going to be A. Depending on the utility, there is a Sova lineup coming in, so it looks like that will be a committal. Kills going down may cause them to stop here, but this could be the phase we're looking for.
Early breach utility pushing Shazam in.
Fast A? No way they commit to this.
Phase happy to really take that space away to hold W10s once again on the flank with the judge. Baby Bay dashes into a smoke, and they're able to respond so beautifully. Riv, this is a judge and Spectres, right? Into full rifle. Phase is just down to 2. You hold the judge forward. Corey takes care of him, but Dapper's there on the other side to take care of the last one. Raucus left alone, not able to keep up with the tracing. 29 health left. And the dream looks like it's very quickly going to turn into a nightmare. Sentinels.
I don't like that, man. Like, I get it. You're FaZe Clan, dude. Hold W, but like,
great response here. And
feel the round out a little bit. Like, you got rifles, they got SMGs and judges. Feel it out. Get a little sense for the vibe of it. And then
they've been playing
once you vibed up a little bit, fuck it, then run in.
Just to start. Not many
I don't like that
here,
on the rip though. They didn't feel out shit.
We see Raucus go down 2 behind default box. Baby Bay was the only one in there expecting to see 1. So both
they didn't
sides
feel out
of
a damn
default
thing.
were covered.
They just ran in.
Was covered by Sentinels.
Yeah.
Baby Bay usually gets a 1-person trade there. Everybody else is in. But
well, now they all have rifles. So FaZe
himself versus 2.
You're out.
And Sentinels is ready to hold the site.
Fun watch.
And you start to worry for FaZe here. Once again, they're on a pistol. Meanwhile, Sentinels have rifles. They also have the run it back in the hands of Sick. We know how impactful of an ultimate that can be, especially in his hands. Looks like he might consider dropping that bad boy, but opting against it early on as FaZe try to feel things out.
FaZe isn't actually out if they lose, by the way. They just go to lowers. This isn't an elimination. This is the upper bracket, so whoever loses will go lowers.
The Sentinel squad off here and start to do some damage to that money and get some ground. Plant would be huge. And they feel like A might be the way to go. It is one of the easier sites to hold. You can avoid all of these Sova utility coming in, right? You have those 2 choke points and a pretty easy hold for 1 person in that A quadrant near Garden. So it looks like
this bums me out, man. They're feeling out the round now. Like FaZe is feeling out the round now, but like
team. See what we can do here is they're sourcing out.
You need to do that on the most crucial round of the half, not this one.
No. So they call enough they raise enough noise to pull them over to A while they start to rotate off. And that my oh no was because you saw Sentinels, specifically Dapper and Shazam, they took up across the middle of the map, right? So they were set up for a pinch there, but as soon as that noise comes
they're
up,
so convinced they're going A. What in the world?
Rotate forward towards A, and now that really resets the map, gives FaZe a lot more room to work with.
Yo,
these are the rounds
I know FaZe won't win this round,
on Icebox.
but the fact that they're getting this for free, what?
Bit of an advantage.
Baby
Bay with a
that got him his
ult. All the way no,
no.
Looks like they'll have
there's no way they win this. No way. I'm sorry. There's no way FaZe takes this round.
Bay, right? So there's a chance for something here. There's that. There's that run it back, and it instantly drops. Baby Bay from up top. He gets one, not able to get a second. Shazam and Tens answer the call for Sentinels. He tries to stay alive on this corner of the site. He's got a sheriff. He's got a couple of
my God, he never saw him. He didn't even know he was there.
As Corey goes absolutely nuts for FaZe.
The patience of Corey.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
My word. You know, him and Baby Bay are talked about quite a bit, and there is a reason. The opening to get in here, a few more, and Corey just steadfast. 1-2, and to the chest at 10 to give that one a 10-6 scoreline.
You even saw him there hesitate for just a moment, right? Like, who is that?
I think it's because Zachary was in such a close position, and your mind goes through, that can't be them. Oh, yeah. Wait, it is.
Yep. And fortunately for him, Tens was not any quicker to the draw.
Yeah, the bolt inside of him, I think.
Drops. Ultimates, 2 ultimates in the hands of FaZe. They've got the From the Shadows and the Hunter's Fury. Meanwhile, for Sentinels, they're sitting pretty as well with a couple of their own. They're not sending anything aggressive. I like this from Sentinels, right? Like, Faze after they
Best watch out. Ten's got them knives.
Things out, right? Like, let's see where
Ten's
they
is a gamer.
show, and then we apply.
I like it. I like it so much better because Sentinels are a team that will play retake. I say that. I'm a broken record when I say it, especially on things like Bind. You'll see the traps by Dapper put in the site, and they're 2 in showers, 3 on B. So they come back fully with a bit of a pincer. So like we just saw there, they're more than happy to go back into C. So the longer round might play in favor of FaZe if they can get Sentinels to get in that position to retake A, is what we're currently looking at on the minimap.
Here's a flash.
Oh.
Nice shots from Sick.
And now they know. They know they're going A. They know it. Look at the mini maps.
Right, and he seems to be putting
FaZe is fucked
of a performance.
on this gun round.
Gonna dash into A. Here's that retake on A that you talked about, Riv. Keep an eye on Shazam. There it is. The Hunter Fury once again with 10 as he's good for 2. Looking for more. The Blade Storm still online, pushing his way through the smoke, and then he whips out a little bit of spice to keep back the Bucky, making him think twice about it. And with that in mind, there's really no way through. Sentinels take the site back. They get the defuse in the hands of Sick. A flawless round from Sentinels and a statement made.
I would have loved. Okay.
Absurd.
This is going to sound bizarre, but I would have loved to see when Marv did that. I would have loved to see a flash in the door and then another flash through the window.
I say this too, with the amount
and then
of
just
people
charge.
alive and the utility on the attacking team and the amount of utility available on the defending side, there's a high chance that utility is going to have a return on investment. You're going to find somebody hiding in a corner. That site is stacked with opponents. And Sentinels knows that. When they activate a retake, they are damn sure of where the utility's going and who's checking what angle.
And it's keeping with Bucky. Meanwhile, for FaZe, they've got the showstopper in the hands of Corey. They have a Hunter's Fury of their own.
I thought he was dead.
See what they dial up here. We haven't seen that hot heavy yet.
Hold on. Where did Corey get his kill?
From Sentinels and
Corey walked into garage alone and killed someone in C. These dudes are scrimming. They're punking.
FaZe feeling confident to start some of these shots themselves. A little bit of a dash. Oh,
I would have loved if Ted's killed them.
Down to 11 on that one. They're going to be all right, though, as he comes up with that frag. Always tough to shoot somebody who you don't know what their actual movement is.
What is happening?
A little bit of funny business.
Individual performance.
We'll see what Dapper can do here. Phantom could get a few frags out.
Potentially. But I mean, you kind of.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Yes. Tough.
I mean, he does have Cammy, so he can at least know where
Listen, the Bulldog sucks, okay? That wasn't Marv's fault.
And he's going to get some info. Right? Like
the only problem he had there was buying that damn gun. That gun is stupid.
You know, the more we talk about this, the more
needs a balance.
The more maybe, right? But then, okay, the maybe's gone, right? Zachary just getting that Rolling Thunder there. Presume they don't want to have to use it in a 1v4. That's obviously not the most bang for buck. But if they have to, they do have a lot of those tools available. You already see, look at how Raucus is playing off the site, right? Just in case things go really sideways. Corey as well, kind of waiting things out, and Dapper's just going to...
Do you guys see a FaZe comeback?
Hopefully stay alive.
I don't know.
That weapon into the next round. So for FaZe, we're starting to see some things work.
He's going. Right? Oh, he's gonna get some exits.
And honestly, it seems to work best. it seems to work best when Sentinels don't have.
He's getting in their head.
Some of their ultimate, right? Because when it's been Shazam with the Hunter's Fury and Tens with the Blade, they get whatever the heck they want.
Yeah. A big round there, Doug. 11-7. And we'll see some purchases here. That's going to be full util on the side of Sentinels. There's the operator coming in for 10s this time. We saw it on Shazam last map on Icebox.
If Sentinels wins this round,
side as well,
they're going to win the next.
We do have 3 ultimates ready, 3 away.
FaZe wins this round.
You know, a bit of a different.
We're going to know.
On defense, they're stacking A, right? They have 2 there, and they're going to have 10s around as well. Sick looking like he's going to try to play.
Holy shit!
Rocket's using that Hunter's Fury.
What in the world?
To get some of that space.
Is this
that FaZe are able to take A lobby? I mean, excuse me, A long.
Yeah.
And push Sentinels back.
A dart? Wait. Okay. What the fuck just happened?
Attempt there. We often see that used.
Was that a cage? A dart? No. An aftershock, a dart, a raise nade, and a Silva ult.
Displacement of your enemy. Not a lot of FaZe members pushed up there. Kind of was just like a tag and drag, if you will. If they hit somebody, They're moving in. So far, though, they're going to switch it up.
Weird.
And they're going to start playing back to the other
They
side.
were
of the
really
site.
hoping to get that one kill with all that utility.
I'm sorry, FaZe, with the way Sentinels moves around throughout the mid game. It looks like they're actually playing a pretty steady 2-1-2, though, as we finally getting Shazam to rotate out along with Tens.
Oh, man.
And there's the A again.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful because Corey was there the entire
Wow, by
time.
FaZe.
Right, like Corey never left. He was able to get him.
I'm sorry, why
pushing their way
the Sentinels have 5 on C? Or, like, what's going on here?
Well, and the thing is here for Sentinels is that they are going to be able to fully retake as 5, right? They don't have some of the tools that have proven to be so effective in the past.
5-on-5 retake.
But they are going to be able to retake as 5.
So the problem with this 5-on-5 retake is if FaZe does this right, which I hope they do, they have Corey's ultimate and they have Zachary's ultimate.
Understanding as soon as he gets a
All Sentinels has is a paranoia and Tens.
I love these retakes. 5v5.
That's quite a lot. That's dangerous, okay? That's dangerous.
See this. And you get to see how the utils
no!
retake the site.
Oh, no.
To get the rolling, or excuse me, the running back. Hens with the operator gets one sick once again, showing the efficacy of that ultimate. The spike is going to start to get abused. Dapper sticking on it. Zombs continues to stick the matter.
No.
Sentinels are on map point, a flawless
That's
round.
game, folks.
Match point.
Listen, they got sick as well. I forgot about them.
That is absurd. Absolutely absurd. The execution Sentinels is
dude.
Let's just watch this again.
If that ult went off, that could have changed the round. Maybe.
It
maybe.
just causes so much chaos.
But he would have died
And again,
regardless.
it was sick, Riv, because even before he has the run it back online, dropping down, he does 2
That
things.
timing was
that are insane
absurd.
Drops down, gets the kill on Zachary, right? That's great. But then he also negates the rolling thunder, right? He was channeling it up. They waited to see where that aggression was coming from. It comes offline, and then from that point on, it was all Sentinels all day. FaZe.
My word.
I was expecting something completely different, okay? What I was expecting was for FaZe to play out of sight, let them in sight as 5, let them tap the bomb when they tap the bomb, hit him with a full ult retake.
Sentinels here on out. FaZe is
That's what I was
still
expecting.
FaZe. They're a team to be reckoned with. Sentinels, however, just really feeling the vibe today. Marv looking to keep the team alive here. The 4v3 dog. The possibilities there as Corey comes up big.
Yeah, FaZe in a
All right, well, they didn't close it out
here. They've been able to upgrade a couple of weapons as well.
But hold on. Oh, what a flick!
Wow, Shaz.
But Shazam and Tens in a 2v3. He has the op, but that's all he's really got here. And the other problem is, Riv, they're on the opposite side of the map. Zachary's going to be able to get the spike down, and it's going to be a bit of what we saw last time, right? They still have that rolling thunder. They still are in a decent position here, but Sentinels don't have the same firepower to retake A that they did previously.
So B or C to A has been the play now for FaZe. They're figuring out Sentinels, and like I said, it's not like Sentinels is falling for this strat every time. They're happy for the retake, and that's what FaZe just has to play off of. They have to be more sure that they're going to be able to snuff Tens as soon as he gets in, even if he's dashing into your face with the operator like it's a damn shotgun. Shazam and the rest of the team trying to do blind and find with the utility they have, because Sentinels is not coming back in with grenades. They're not throwing a bunch of utility that's going to do damage. That's the blind and find retake, and it's super effective if used right.
And in that instance, they did not have, as you said, some of those tools that are insanely effective when used correctly to take the site back.
Yeah.
That's going to get FaZe to 8.
Great job by FaZe.
Yeah, Riv, you've got to play perfect Valorant here the rest of the way.
And I mean, that's what we've seen from them, right? They have been undefeated up until this point.
That's true. Very, very true for Sentinels. An operator still in the hands of Tens. Rifles the rest of the way. No early aggression. Really from either.
Just close it out, Sentinels. Just close it out.
The moment understanding how tense is sick. My gosh.
What do you do? What do you play against? Your strat just got picked apart once. It's going to be the plant mid. I still like this from FaZe, because if you act that fast, Sentinels is going to think they have you on the back foot. So you quickly planning, they now have to react. And FaZe has been able to get pretty good ground on rounds like this.
And again, Zachary still has that Rolling Thunder. He's got to stay alive. He's got to be able to provide value from that if they want to keep this site as theirs. There's that Rolling Thunder, but Sick once again on the swing, takes care of Baby Bay. The Blade Storm's offline. Dapper gets ones as well. Som starting to stick the spike.
Oh my God,
Zachary
Dapper
has to swing, and he doesn't have any choices. Rocket's left alone in a 1v5, and it doesn't matter. The spike is diffused right out of under his
They
nose.
needed to win that last round, dude.
absolutely
They were set up so well for it, the 5-on-5.
An impressive 2-0 win, and they're going to the grand finals.
So many things came together today for Sentinels that.
Hey, you just cut off the music, dude. I was enjoying that. I was vibing.
I've been grabbing my hair and just I've been going like this for every round. It just did not allow FaZe to play their game. We still saw them getting into sight, trying to pop off, playing a bit of that confidence defense. And I liked that we saw FaZe iterate to know Sentinels would have.
So what's the bracket looking like now?
Defense. I mean, they set up a brick house over there. And Sentinels, they kept changing. They kept iterating a little bit more.
Genji versus Envy.
Down to the aim in some
Sentinels
of those rounds,
in the
right?
grand finals, FaZe in the lower final.
Do that in the last round, and
Tomorrow,
the entire series.
Tomorrow we got 2 matches. Tomorrow's Genji Envy, and then the lower final. So it's going to be FaZe versus the winner of these two. And then Sunday is the grand finals, which could potentially be another Sentinels versus FaZe. But I'm be honest, I'm thinking Envy is going to climb. I'm seeing an Envy beat Genji. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. This is my prediction, okay? Envy beats Genji. They go up against FaZe. Envy has that rematch against FaZe, but this time it's the other way around. Envy beats FaZe, plays Sentinels. That's the final I want to see. I want to see Sentinels versus Envy. That's what I want to see. Will it happen? Who knows? Or another, dude, honestly, any way this goes, it'll be super interesting, right? Because if Genji can have that kind of hero story of climbing through the lowers and then beating in the finals, that's cool too. Okay, Envy Sentinels is the matchup I want to see. But if FaZe makes it into the finals again, you know, they beat whoever's down here, and then they go up against Sentinels and they win in the final, that is also really cool. Okay. So, any way this goes can be super interesting. The only way it's not is if Sentinels keeps 2-0ing everybody. They are shitting on everybody, dude. Like, it's cool. They're winning. It's great. Yeah, awesome. Like, keep it up. But I want to see some close matches. Somebody give Sentinels a real fight here. All right? LG kind of did. A little bit. They're the only team to bring it at 3 maps.